I think this is obviously going to catapult me in the right direction to getting another title shot. And I do want to fight Zhang Weili again. So I'm not sure what's going to happen if she wins. I think, I'm hoping. Well, I'm not gonna say I hope she loses, but I do hope to fight her again. You know what I mean? I hope that she eventually comes back down so that I can win the bout and then eventually fight her again.
All right, let us say hello to Tatiana Suarez. She is back in the octagon this Saturday at Noche UFC against fellow past title challenger Amanda Lemos. Tatiana, how are you? Are you enjoying the sights of San Antonio?
Absolutely, I'm driving right through it. No, just kidding.
Well, I mean, it's always exciting to see you compete, especially multiple times in a year. And now you get to bounce back on a Noche UFC card. What does this mean to you to compete on this particular event?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I've had this conversation every time. I feel like I'm on what is it like? Whatever, I feel like I'm recording. Like I feel like I'm saying it over and over. But yeah, I'm like super excited to be on this card. Um, I've watched it the past 3 years or 2 years. This will be the third year, and I've been on it since they started it. I'm so grateful that they put me on this card because I think I'm part of history. So the third one ever, the third UFC no check.
That's right. And a lot has obviously changed in this division since you last competed. And you did compete for the women's strawweight title. You got your shot at the belt. Everyone had been waiting for this moment. You faced Zhang Weili. Unfortunately, it did not go your way. So I'm curious, what did you take away most from that experience? And what was the biggest lesson you learned sharing the octagon with somebody like Zhang Weili?
Yeah, I learned a lot. I think overall, I just gained experience out there, just more cage time, more experience. And I'm going to be a better fighter because of it. And now I'm focused on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to getting the victory on Saturday.
Yeah, I was going to ask because, I mean, obviously you would have loved to have come home with the UFC belts, but outside of the Nina Nunes fight where you got badly injured, you'd been pretty much dominant in all of your fights. And then not to mention, the ups and downs and the adversity life has thrown your way. So losing a fight is probably nowhere near the lowest points of your life. But
absolutely.
Was this maybe a blessing in disguise? Like, I guess to kind of go, you mentioned experience being so pivotal here, going through that battle, having it go the way that it did, even though you didn't win and bring home the title, it was sort of a blessing in disguise for you.
Yeah. Next time when I fight for the belt, I'll have much more experience. When I face some adversity in there, I'll be well prepared.
And now 7 months later, she's not the champion anymore. She told me prior to your fight, she would fight you. And then if she won, she'd be done with the division. Then she would just go up to flyweight if it was her call. And it looks like she got exactly what she wanted to face Valentina Shevchenko for the flyweight belt in November. What was your reaction to that? Were you surprised or what did you think?
No, because I had wanted to fight Weili way sooner than February. And it was like she didn't, she was super busy. I think she was like filming a movie or something like that. That's why it didn't happen until February, because I mean, she fought like in April, I think, of that year, and then didn't fight again until next year, February. So, I wanted to fight her at the Sphere. That didn't happen. They said she was making a movie that she wanted to go up a division. And so I essentially thought I might fight somebody.
How do you see that fight going between Zhang
So I wasn't surprised.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're freezing. I'm sorry. Zhang and Valentina. How do you see that fight playing out, especially after sharing 25 with Zhang?
I'm actually not sure. I think that Valentina could. I think that Valentina can do well. I think that it'll be a great fight, and I look forward to seeing it. I don't have any predictions.
with Zhang out of the title picture right now, this is probably better for your title aspirations, right? Because you just fought her. It did go the way that it went, and it could be a while before a rematch would ever be put together. This, I know you're focused on Saturday, but this opens the door a bit more for you in terms of getting back to a title shot, does it not?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think this is obviously going to catapult me in the right direction to getting another title shot. And I do want to fight Zhang Weili again. So I'm not sure what's going to happen if she wins. I think, you know, I'm hoping. Well, I'm not gonna say I hope she loses, but I do hope to fight her again. You know what I mean? I hope that she eventually comes back down so that I can win the bout and then eventually fight her again.
And then they booked Mackenzie Dern versus Verna Jandiroba to crown a new champion.
Right.
There was a part of me that thought, like, once this announcement came, I was like, I wonder if they pull Tatiana from the Lemos fight and have her fight for the belt instead against maybe Verna, because I know you guys had been booked private prior to you getting the Zhang fight. Was there a part of you that was like, man, like I would have done that? Or are you actually okay with kind of going back a little bit and then working your way back up?
I would have fought Verna for the interim, obviously gladly, but I don't mind that this is happening either. I'm not like I don't. I'm going and getting another win, and then getting the title, or even if I have to fight two more, I don't really care. I just want to stay busy, and I want to continue my journey on to becoming a champion. That's it. That's all I'm focused on. I don't really care how many fights it is.
I love it. I love it. And now you get Amanda Lemos, tough out. She has fought for the belt, and this is a good, really nice test for you to bounce back, especially on this card. What was your reaction when they offered you Amanda?
Yeah, I said, yeah. I was excited. I wanted to fight. I had for sure, I wanted to fight sooner, but the whole division was booked to have a chance to fight, and then this opportunity arose after she fought. I don't know how to say her name, Lucindo.
Yeah.
After she fought Lucindo, now we're here, and I'm excited to go. And hello.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You froze up, Bobby. Yeah, I got you back. I got you back.
Oh shoot, we both froze up on each other because I was like, he's frozen, and you were just like staring. And I was like, what's happening?
It was the same thing coming from your end too. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
So now you got to experience what's going on this end as well. So obviously, big fight on Saturday as we're exploring the sprawling landscapes of San Antonio. How do you remind the fans, of your spot in this division? First fight back since the title fight. I know a lot of people are very excited to see this division move forward now. How do you remind people on Saturday your spot in this division?
Yeah, so on Saturday, I just tend to go out there and fight my ass off and go get this W, and just really go out there to put it all on the line and get my hand raised.
A couple last things before I let you go. Of course, your partner in crime, Patchy Mix, had a tough UFC debut and taking it a bit in the teeth from the MMA community after that fight, and then sort of the fight going the way that it did. And it's one thing if it's you getting the haterade flung in your direction. It's another to watch somebody you care about get the haterade flung in their direction. So I'm curious what the last couple of months have been like for you, just sort of watching this all play out since that fight.
Honestly, we could give two shits about what people think. But for me, it's just funny because they didn't get a real dose of Patchy Mix, and they're gonna on October 4th. And I'm super excited for that to happen because then it'll just shut everybody up, and they're gonna see how exciting he truly is and what an amazing fighter he is. And it's cool because it's like I get to watch him, train every day. So I'm just seeing like him pick everybody's brain and learn more and more every single day, becoming a better martial artist. We're here in San Antonio, but we drove. Pat's been driving to Austin to train with the B team guys and you know, picking their brain about some jiu-jitsu stuff. He's always trying to evolve, and even though he's such an amazing grappler, he's still getting better and improving, and still so hungry to get better and become the best version of himself. So it's cool because you know, on October 4th, he's gonna show them a real Patchy show, and I'm excited to watch. And I'll be there right in the corner.
Is there such is there like a massive chip on his shoulder now after that fight?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. You know, yeah, yeah. He's you know, like I said, it just they didn't get to see the true version of him. You know, he took it three weeks notice. He's a massive bantamweight. So the weight cut was very, very difficult for him as well. You know, so this fight, he's had weeks to prepare for this fight, and he's going to show the truth of himself then.
Well, I'm looking forward to October 4th. Patchy Mix versus Jakob Wicklax. What a fight that's going to be. Tatiana Suarez taking on Amanda Lemos. That is this Saturday. Noche UFC and San Antonio. Thank you, Tatiana, for the time, especially so close to the fight. I really appreciate it, and all the best to you in the octagon on Saturday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.